Yes. And last week we had Mayor Horrigan in, so we certainly wanted to have you in on the show this morning. But let's talk about you and what got you to put your hat in the arena and make a run at mayor in the city of Akron. What got you excited about this run?
Well, in the past, I had worked with two of the previous mayoral candidates, Jennifer Hensel and Eddie Seplin. So I had a good understanding of the policy and the neighborhoods and the people. And then I was kind of just minding my own business, and I was working. And after that snowstorm that I think the mayor is going to talk about today, we were all snowed in at work, and a couple of the people that I was working with were like, "You should probably run for mayor." So I think 2 days later, I went out and got the petitions, and we circulated those, and then I just started talking to people, and that's really how it started. I guess I was in the right place at the right time, and I had a good idea of how the city worked and
And
the
there was
people.
probably, and I wanted you to go down this road a little bit farther, probably more than that. You mentioned that's where it started, but obviously to get you off the couch and say, hey, I want to do this, there's more to it than that. Talk about your role here.
There's more to it. I have a big background in criminal justice. I used to be a bailiff at the courthouse, so I had a good understanding. Also, I've worked with the police department, and um, I was a clerk at the police department, so I understand a little bit more about the crime and how violent some of the neighborhoods have gotten. And then I am a small businessman, so I have a good understanding of what the challenges of a small businessman in the city and in Ohio in general that they face. So it was a combination of a lot of the things I do. I guess I just have a little bit of everything,
Mm-hmm.
and it's probably a little bit of no one else really stepped up to do it either, and nobody else was interested in doing it. And so out of like 200,000 people, we're down to two people in this election.
With us in studio, candidate for mayor, City of Akron, Josh Sines here on WAKR. Now, there's probably, and I want to talk a little bit about you on what you could bring to that seat. And then on the other side, there's some things that you probably like where Akron is, but obviously there's some things that have troubled you that said maybe I can put my footprint on this a little bit and change things a little bit and talk about that subject.
For sure. A couple of the things that I definitely could do. We talk a lot about filling the potholes and paving the roads and plowing the snow, but there is other stuff that goes deeper into the city. We do have to keep people working in the city, and we have to keep the schools on point. We have to be producing good workers, and and then my background in criminal justice is the main thing. We have to do something about the streets and make the neighborhoods safer. Um, People aren't going to want to live in this town if they don't think they can live safely and raise their children in a safe neighborhood. And it's tough for people to open businesses if you feel that you're not safe at your mom and pop shops, and you're not going to attract big retail outlets or shopping centers and stuff like that. So the main thing is we just need to look at this city's been ran by the let's just say the same people for 40 years or so. So maybe it will take an outsider to just come in and look at it. And my way to do it would be to look at it like I was taking over a business, kind of evaluate each department, see what we do good, what we don't do good. Right now, I think we are doing some things good. Economic development is moving along. We're attracting some major companies to this area, and that's kind of what this city was built on. I grew up in the '70s and the '80s, so obviously that was like big rubber time, and we have to transition out of that. And we have to build this city on working people, though.
Josh Sines is with us, candidate for mayor in the city of Akron, WAKR. Hey, we're 18 minutes after 8 o'clock. I want to get you traffic and weather now. Updating us on traffic, here's Stephanie.
On 77 northbound past Arlington, you've got an accident blocking the left lane. Traffic is backed up past Arlington. You've still got slowdowns around the Central Interchange and on Route 8 northbound at Graham. Follow us on Twitter at AkronTXWX. From the Legacy Motors of Akron Traffic Center, Summit County's largest indoor showroom, I'm Stephanie Nicole.
Update on traffic and weather this time around is brought to you by Zahner's Auto Service. And when we look at the forecast, absolutely beautiful the next couple of days, mid 70-degree temperatures, nice and pleasant, clear, below 50 degrees. It is October. Currently, we're 50 degrees here on the Ray Horner Morning Show, 1590 WAKR News Talk Sports, and now at 93.5 FM in studio, candidate for mayor in the city of Akron, Josh Sines. And Josh, you know what everyone is saying about you, right? You're running for mayor. He doesn't have a shot, and you know what, correct? And you're over there nodding your head, and I get that because that's what many people are saying. But if people want to look at you and be objectively, what can you offer to that mayor's seat with your background, where you are as a business owner in the city of Akron that maybe people haven't thought of?
Well, and that's what I can offer. It's a different way of looking at things. And as a business owner, I have to make my budgets. I have to make payroll every week, or we don't survive. And I'm in a couple different businesses, so I've shown like a record of being successful. It's not like I have one and I got lucky. I've done about 5 different things now, and we're doing good in most of them, fairly good. And it's just a way. It's a lot of analytics and looking at the way we do things and changing things. But I understand labor and budgets and payroll and taxes, and I understand how to run a business, so I could offer when people want to start a business, or when companies are coming here, I have a good feel for that kind of stuff. So that people, you're right, they do say that I probably don't have a chance, but interesting. When we go door to door and we talk to people, and in my restaurants or in the neighborhoods when I see people, I think there is a lot more, I guess I would say, like disgruntled vibe going on in this city. The mayor's a nice guy, and a lot of people will tell you that. He's a great guy. They know him from school or church. But sometimes they feel that maybe he's just gotten in a little bit over his head on this one. And so sometimes they're like, well, maybe we should try something else. And I definitely would give it like 100%. Everything I've ever done, I've done that way. And my experience in business and my criminal, going back to the courthouse stuff, I could bring a new perspective to how we're going to make the streets safer and make the city a better place to work.
Well said, Josh. Listen, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. I know you have your debate coming up next week. Appreciate you coming in, and hats off to you. Like you said, hey, people said, well, think about it. You went out and did it. You got off the couch instead of complaining about things. You're being active. So no matter how this turns out, thumbs up to you and certainly your makeup. Job well done. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much, Ray.
There you go. Candidate for mayor in the city of Akron, Josh Sines, joining us in studio on the Ray Horner Morning Show. It's 22 minutes after 8 o'clock at WAKR.
Since 1946, Zahner Service Center has provided Akron area motorists with complete auto repair services at affordable prices on both domestic and import vehicles. Zahner's gets you